Welcome to today's lesson, which is about using negative numbers to make sense of contexts. The goals of today's lesson are that you can explain and use negative numbers in situations involving money, and that you can interpret and use negative numbers in different contexts, meaning in different situations. So let's look at some numbers to represent changes in amounts of money. So Alex deposited $35 into her savings account. So I would say that her savings account has an increase of $35, so it's plus $35 more in her savings account. Now Eric paid his brother the $5 that he owed him. So from Eric's point of view, he now has $5 less. So because he has less, I'm going to subtract $5. However, if you look at it from the brother's point of view, he now got his $5 back, so he's $5 richer. So sometimes it depends on whose perspective you're taking. So it's plus 5 for his brother, minus 5 for Eric. Numbers to represent changes in temperature. For example, during the month of March, the average temperature in Los Altos increases by 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So because it increases, it's a positive. So plus 5 would represent that. And yesterday in the Lake Tahoe area, I looked at the weather report and the temperature dropped 15 degrees Fahrenheit after sunset. So because it dropped, it's negative 15. Numbers to represent changes in altitude could include examples such as a hiker ascending. Ascending means going up. And even though the top of Half Dome has an elevation of 8,800 feet, Yosemite Valley is at approximately 4,000 feet, so a hiker will go up 4,800 feet from there to get up to the top of Half Dome. So because they're going up, it's going to be plus 4,800 feet. And Olympic divers dive from a diving board, like what you see these bright blue boards here. This is a diving board, which is 3 meters above the surface of the pool, above the water. So they dive, which means they go down. And so that's minus 3 meters. And you can use numbers to represent changes in volume. So a leaky faucet can waste 3,000 gallons, which represents volume, of water in a year. And that's a loss of water. And a loss would be represented by a negative sign, negative 3,000 gallons. And if you pour water into something, you're increasing the volume. So Stephen pours 16 ounces of water into his reusable cup. That's plus 16. So a quantity which is increasing is represented by a positive number, and a quantity which is decreasing is represented by a negative number. So today you saw how to explain and use negative numbers in situations involving money and other contexts, and you would understand if you saw a negative sign for money or elevation that it's quantities that are going down, and if you saw a positive sign, you would understand that it's for numbers that are increasing. And that's the end of today's lesson.